What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel for another Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. And in today's video we have a ton of stuff to get through because the new community transmission has dropped for the upcoming Rise of Skywalker DLC coming December 17th. That is confirmed, and there is a lot of surprises coming our way. Now, some of these surprises are really good and some are divisive, to say the very least. So we're going to dive into all of that throughout this video. Now, by now, you guys know how I cover these news updates. I don't go and just list off everything in the CT, as there is normally a lot of filler. I just talk about the stuff worth talking about and give you my thoughts and opinions. And that's what I'm going to do here in this video. Now, if you guys are looking forward to some new Battlefront 2 content, then be sure to smash a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are approaching 40,000 subscribers, so it would be great if you could help the channel smash that goal. And of course, as always, go ahead and let me know down in the comments below what you think of this latest update. But now let's just dive right into this, as there is a lot to get through today, and we have official confirmation of the leaks that have been floating around the past few days, and those are of course regarding the Star Wars Battlefront 2 Celebration Edition, which is going to cost you $40 USD or $25 USD if you already have the game. And for those with Origin access, it comes automatically. So this is going to include all of the skins that have been released in the game since launch, except for the Kylo Ren and Rey Last Jedi skins, as they were a pre-order bonus, and the community event skins like Luke's Farm Boy and Leia's Princess skin, but those you can get for free in-game this month anyway through events. So all of those legendary skins can be yours if you don't have them already. You'll also get all of the game's emotes and victory poses. And of course, you will get free access to the already free game updates over the game's remaining lifespan. Now, should you buy this, and is it worth it? In my opinion, I do actually encourage you all to buy this if you can afford to. Even if you do have most of the stuff, like all the skins, the emotes, victory poses, whatever, because the sales for this Celebration Edition, I think, are going to decide how much longer this game keeps getting live service. I personally will be getting this straight away on both PC and Xbox, as I do want this game to continue support well into the year and beyond. And like I said, if you can afford it and you don't want to see the game fizzle out soon, then this is probably the best way for you to help with that. Now, another confirmation we had in this update is that we have two new heroes on the way. So in January, we will be getting BB-8 and BB-9E. BB-9E is the little black BB-8 equivalent from The Last Jedi, for those of you who don't know. Now, this is the thing that has a lot of the Battlefront 2 community in just an absolute frenzy right now, and I'm going to weigh in my thoughts on all of this because I see both sides of the argument and I do understand why people are frustrated, but I also understand why people think that people complaining are being ungrateful. So my thoughts on this: I don't think this was the ideal move from DICE, if I'm honest. In my opinion, the only droid heroes that should have come to Battlefront 2 in some way would be K2SO and IG-88. Obviously, those two would not fit into this DLC as they aren't sequel characters. But you could justify them holding their own in Heroes vs Villains against people like Darth Vader. But BB-8 going up against Darth Vader, on the other hand, like, if I'm Vader and I get slapped up by a BB-8, I'm going to be having some serious thoughts. But you know, on the other hand, I am willing to give DICE the benefit here because this is something different, and although it's not specifically what we all wanted, I think it's something we should at least give a chance. Most people think that Poe and Hux would have been the obvious choice, but I mean, I guess not. I would have preferred Poe and Hux personally, as I do love Poe, and I do think if they were going to add BB-8 into the game, they probably should have done it something like what they did with R2-D2 in Battlefront 2015's Death Star expansion. Having him not as an actual hero, but a part of the game mode. But nevertheless, I do see why people are mad, and I get it, but I also can appreciate that it's something different, and I'm willing to give it a chance, as, you know, it might end up being a really cool idea, we just don't see it just yet. But regardless of my thoughts, let me know what you guys think about BB-8 and BB-9E coming into Battlefront 2 as heroes. Let me know in the comments, because it's going to be quite interesting. But moving on, one thing that I definitely am happy about with this update is the new map that we will be getting. So the new map we're going to be getting is called Ajon Kloss, I believe. I don't know how to pronounce it, as I actually haven't heard anyone say it before, but that's going to be the new map that we are getting. This is of course the planet that we see Rey training on in the trailers. Now, I was worried that we were going to be getting Pisana, which is the sand planet from the trailers, and I was really hoping that it wasn't going to be that one, as it's very reminiscent of Jakku, and nobody wants to go back to Jakku. Now, this map does have similarities to Endor in some of the shots in the trailer, but in others it looks completely different, so this could be a really good breath of fresh air for this game, which actually does lead me on to my next point. The new planet will only be available in co-op, and I believe Heroes vs Villains this month, and then it will be expanded to Capital Supremacy and Instant Action in January. Now, I have a lot to say with all of this. First off, Galactic Assault has once again been totally disregarded by DICE, and I think that it's really starting to wear thin with a lot of people, and I am definitely one of them. I don't know why they keep just acting like Galactic Assault doesn't exist. Like, I get that they want to make Capital Supremacy the game's marquee game mode, like I get that. But you can't do that until all errors are in the game mode. Now, in January, we will be getting sequel trilogy maps in Capital Supremacy, and it will include the Resistance and First Order capital ships. Now, don't get me wrong, it's amazing news to hear, but we still won't have the originals in Capital Supremacy, so we won't have all of the errors. Galactic Assault, in my opinion, is still the better of the two large-scale game modes, as it has more maps, more errors, more heroes. But DICE are still acting like it doesn't exist for some reason. And I can't figure out why. The Galactic Assault map rotation really needed this new map, but it looks like Galactic Assault is going to just be left for dead, as no doubt we won't be getting any new maps for another 6 months, like at the bare minimum. So we're going to be stuck with the same Galactic Assault rotation for probably like a year and a half, and that's even if they do eventually add a new map in 2020. And yeah, that just kind of rubs me the wrong way, if I'm honest, and like, I don't want this to be a negative video by any stretch of the imagination, because I think this update looks freaking awesome despite all of the problems. But once all errors are in Capital Supremacy, then I won't mind the fact that DICE are ignoring Galactic Assault, but until then, it's getting kind of frustrating, as the Galactic Assault playlist is just, it's plain old stale, as they just aren't updating it anymore. But anyway, regardless, moving on, we do have 4 new reinforcements confirmed in this update. So we will be getting the Gunner and Spy units for the Resistance, which is pretty exciting. These are going to be 2 new alien species from the Rise of Skywalker. Now, I don't know what they look like off the top of my head, but if you have seen anything in the trailers that could potentially be these guys, be sure to tweet a picture of them to me. Now, this is definitely wishful thinking from me, but I mean, could the Spy unit be the long-awaited Bothan Spy? Who knows? But moving on to the First Order, we will be getting the First Order Jet Trooper and, of course, the heavily talked about Sith Trooper. Now, it says in the transmission that the Sith Trooper excels at speed and advanced weaponry, so this could get very interesting in terms of abilities. However, the First Order Jump Trooper just seems to be maybe like a reskin of the already existing Jet Troopers in Battlefront 2, which is kind of what I expected. There might be a few changes here and there. So it seems like Ben was definitely kind of, pulling our leg with the Sith Trooper, as he did say that it wasn't a part of the prophecy, so the leak kind of spoiled the Sith Trooper reveal, but it is certainly cool to see them regardless. And also, before I forget, the update for the Rise of Skywalker update comes out on the 17th of December, but the map will not be added to the rotation until the 20th. So make sure that you go see the Rise of Skywalker as soon as you can, because there might be a spoiler or two if they are, delaying its inclusion until the day after the movie comes out in theaters. But as for my overall thoughts on the details for the Rise of Skywalker DLC, I have to say that this looks like it's going to be a really, really good update. It does have its drawbacks, and I think DICE are once again stretching out content, because I honestly think that the new heroes and map additions to different game modes isn't necessary to be put in January, and we probably should have had it all dropped out once, but this isn't anything new to this game. Content being stretched out, I think we're all used to it by now. But anyway, whilst I may have gotten a little bit, rantish in this video, don't get me mistaken, I am really hyped for this update, and between that and the Rise of Skywalker coming out soon, I want the next few weeks to just, fly by. But yeah, I can't wrap my head around some of the decisions made for this update. Like, it's shaping up to be a damn good update, and I've probably made that clear in my title and thumbnail, but it's left me scratching my head at the same time, and it's proving to be a very divisive update amongst players. So yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I'll probably put a poll in the top right corner of the video as well, but I am really keen to see how you guys are going to react to all of this. I think the comment section of this video is actually going to be pretty interesting. But guys, that was sort of my summary and thoughts for the details of the Rise of Skywalker update. Like I said, I love it and I'm really hyped, but at the same time, I'm a little confused and frustrated. It's definitely a weird one and I don't know how to react, I'm not going to lie. And remember, like I said, guys, if you are financially capable, then be sure to pick up a copy of the Celebration Edition, as I think it's going to be a great way to support the game and help ensure its live service for at least a little bit longer. But guys, that is just about going to do it for today's video. Be sure to leave a like if you did enjoy and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Also, a big thank you to all of you who have supported the launch of my second channel, as it's nearly at 1,000 subscribers already. So a big thank you for that. You guys are the best. But that is going to do it for me today, so thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you all again real soon.